Welcome to How to Load a Dump Truck with a 966 Cat G. First thing you want to do is zero your scale. We got her set at 21 for the target, and that's what we're going to shoot for, y'all. First thing you want to make sure you're sitting level when you weigh it. Impeller clutch in, RPM up, check your weight, hit the add button. When you approach the truck with the big rocks, you want to keep as low as you can to the box to save the box. Just slowly let it roll in. Roll ahead, and as you roll ahead, tip your bucket, and your bucket will stay nice and close to the ground. Keep our driver nice and happy. Just see when you're feeding from the stockpile, as you get closer to the face, the fines seem to build up and get less and less rock. So we want to skim that as quickly as we can, still keeping in the sense that we want to keep the material as close to the floor of the truck as we can to keep from doing damage. I'm doing a weigh on the fly technique. As long as you keep a smooth, steady motion and raise your bucket as you approach the truck, the load right scale will give you a somewhat accurate weight. You'll notice the first bucket to the back, second bucket to the front, third bucket to the back, fourth bucket to the front, and so on. Front to back, front to back. This keeps an even ratio for the loads and keeps from axle weights from being inaccurate. And try to keep the finer material to the back of the truck so as when the driver dumps, the coarse material buries the fine material in the back, hence making the load look a lot coarser than it is. A technique used very often in the rock industry so that we don't have too much fines in our material and we keep the oversized ratio mixed in quite well. Keeps the customers happy. As you can see, the technique into the pile, raise my bucket as I approach. Once my cutting edge breaks the pile, I use it and slowly raise my bucket and curl it at the same time in order to achieve optimum bucket fill capacity. With rock material, it usually takes 4 and a ton buckets, depending on how the size of the material is and how clean it is as well. The cleaner the material, obviously the less density, so it doesn't weigh up as well as the finer material. The spec we're loading today is a 300 to 600 millimeter riprap, made out of limestone. As you see, the grizzly up above has 12-inch bars spacings in order to achieve a 12-inch minus out the bottom, and you'll see we're a 0.96 kgs over, so we're going to trickle some back into the pile and guesstimate our weight and lower our bucket as the tip-off feature is not working. We want to come up with a 1.44 or as close to that as we can get. Oh, we're a little bit light there, so we're going to refill the bucket to a capacity we feel is close to the accurate target weight. .240 is okay, but we try to get close as we can for the girl in the scale so she doesn't have to call and holler at us and let us know what we've been doing is wrong. 100 kilograms is a beautiful amount for stone. As you see, it's very hard to hit that target weight that accurate. Final bucket goes into the truck, as this truck's good for about 21.5, so 21.1 is more than accurate as the truck's tare weight decreases as day goes on. Make sure the rocks are settled in the box. Once the driver is made aware that I've secured the load to his satisfaction, which is usually my satisfaction, honk. And that's that, folks.